Hey, Flo here. Out on another bunch of hikes today. Not sure how much live streaming I'll do because I might not have signal and I don't want to slow down too much all the time. But there's a signal here. I don't know how good it is, but it should be really good, but I don't know. Never know. Alright, so I'm just going to walk around a little bit and see how it goes. Never know if it's going to last. So I'm on this log. I think the view might open up over here, so I'm just going to walk along the log. Hopefully it doesn't break. Alright. As I suspected, it's kind of a view over here. Let me get down here. Not sure where the cell tower is, so I don't know which directions I can go with keeping a signal. I'm overlooking another lava flow today. I actually went out on it earlier and was considering live streaming there, but the signal was like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's very strange. Like one spot I had a really strong bit rate, and then take 2 steps or take the same test in the same spot twice and it's different. Anyway, I could do a ton of hiking today because there's all these buttes that you can see that are relatively close. So I kind of have those on my to-do list, but yeah, sometimes I just get caught up in the details of enjoying one place and just taking it easy, and then it takes like half of the time that I have, and then I just don't have energy or time left to do everything else. I've already done a few short hikes like boulder explorations and a couple small-ish butte things. There's actually that's cool. Before I get to that, let me show these flowers since they're right in front of me. Got some blue and yellow. Earlier I saw some Indian paintbrush, which I don't know, I don't usually see it. It feels like I don't usually see it this early in the year, but I don't know. I can't always remember how things go. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I forgot, of course. I'm so bad at that these days. Very distractible, one-track mind going on all the time. That's why I interrupt myself all the time, because I know if I don't do it, I'll forget instantly. It'll come to me eventually. Oh, I know. There it is. I was looking at it and I didn't really say anything yet. I don't know if that qualifies, but when you have like an island of trees in a lava flow like that, I think they're called kipukas, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a Hawaiian word. That one might not qualify because there's kind of just a lot of sparse trees around, but sometimes you'll see like an actual island with a little bit of dirt and a bunch of trees like right in the middle of a lava flow where there's otherwise not really any trees. That one there might not qualify though. I don't know what the exact definition is. They're not particularly, I mean, they're kind of cool, but they're not necessarily like something that intrigues me to visit them, except that I mark like as many unique features on the map that I can find just looking at satellite view and other various maps. And those are one of them. So I give things like a K number. So K1, K2, K3 if I see a Kipuka or however you say that. And I may choose to eventually explore those, but there's things that are like way higher priority as far as interest level for me. So I'd rather explore buttes. That's kind of my top priority these days. And I don't think I'll ever run out, like in my entire lifetime, honestly. Not likely. I could run out of ones that are like kind of close-ish or like within reasonable driving distance, and then I would have to drive farther. But I mean, there's just so many. Hundreds. Like I can probably see like 100 right now just in my field of view, and there's so many more than what I see here. Anyway, yeah, but it's fun to like, I don't know, it's kind of a hobby of mine to mark everything on my map so that essentially if I am in that area where I have those markings, I can choose to explore those features or not. If I don't have it marked, I won't really think about it while I'm in that area. That's funny. There's like this, from here it looks like this perfectly globular tree top. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on it. I don't know if it's actually what it looks like, but it looks like a perfectly groomed tree, like a professional landscaper was over there just like, hey, I'm going to work on this tree right here. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Okay, so, there we go. So I actually have to, okay, so that one right there in the middle. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I can't really see it on my screen because my screen is too small. You can probably see it on the screen, especially if you, on the stream, especially if you have a big TV. I'll check it out later. Anyway, it's just like one solitary, perfect globe tree over there. I don't even know what that could be. That's totally what it looks like. But it's weird. I can't really see it very well. It's so far away. Anyway, just thought that was funny. So apparently, I was trying to mess with my camera settings in the streaming app because it seemed like, yeah, anyway, so I disabled some logical cameras. I didn't really know what that meant, but I think that's the kind that when you zoom in, it changes the lens automatically to the, like the zoom lenses. I didn't realize that's what that was, so I just turned that off, and now I can't zoom in without it getting all pixelated and junk. So next time I do a stream, I'll have to turn that back on, I guess. Anyway, so this is a nice view, but I'm actually trying to get to the top of this butte that I'm currently hiking on. So I'm gonna head up that way and see if the signal holds out. Then I'll just keep streaming. If it dies, then it dies. No dice. I don't want it to dice. Well, it doesn't really matter. People don't watch IRL streams anyway. It's actually kind of like, like I've always said for 5 years. No, how long has it been now? Let me see. 6 years? That's crazy. It's hard to believe, but I think it's been 6 years since I've been live streaming. 2019, it's been over 6 years. So yeah. Anyway, I've always said I don't want to grow a big channel. I have it in the descriptions of all my channel descriptions, which I still feel that way. I don't want to be like some successful content creator or something, but I don't know. Sometimes I just like, it's not very fun when there's literally nobody, because there isn't really any purpose to live stream if there's no live interactions. It may as well be a pre-recorded video, and it would look better too, because like the live stream is dependent on the cell signal and bitrate and all that stuff. Here's a nice view. Whereas if I pre-recorded it, it wouldn't matter. I could just use a nicer camera and record it and upload it later. Like, if nobody's going to watch it anyway, then what difference does it make? I don't know. I need to figure that stuff out. I would like to figure out a way to get more engagement on live streams. Not to like make money off of it or anything like that. It's just, it would be more fun. Oops. If there was at least somebody interacting from time to time. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm like on all these platforms, doing all this stuff. But yeah, people just don't watch this stuff. It's weird. Like, ever. Talking to the wall. I need that kick emote of that dude, like getting all expressive when he's like talking to a brick wall. It's hilarious, actually. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, so I would enjoy like a little bit of growth, enough that kind of, it's basically my attitude has changed just a little bit, simply because the streaming landscape has changed drastically. Since COVID is over, there's not nearly as many people watching, and it's mostly young people, and young people don't really watch this stuff, obviously. So it just feels like a dead zone. It's not as fun as it used to be, because the attitude and the things that I used to say were based on at least a base level of there's somebody there, most of the time. I had probably 100 actual friends, like legitimate friends that I knew fairly well. And out of those 100, maybe like 5 would show up here and there. So it felt like something was going on, like there was actually activity and interest and interaction and all that. But basically, I think like 95%, maybe more, of those people that I used to know are pretty much not around anymore, or they kind of don't spend much time on streaming. And I'm kind of the same way, to be honest. I think the attitude has changed. Like, people stream, but they don't watch streams as much as they used to. And I'm that same way, because I don't have time to just sit in front of a computer or on my phone all the time. Like, I do, but I don't want to, and I don't think anybody should. Honestly, I really don't think anybody should do that. But yeah. Anyway, it makes it very uninteresting to be a streamer when it's like that. I'd like to do a short here. I sort of brought some different gear to make it possible to do shorts while I'm still live streaming. And if I find some really exceptional spots, this is a pretty good spot, but I'm kind of like, I have to take my backpack off and pull out extra stuff, and it takes a while to set up, so I think I'm not going to do it this time. But if I encounter something that's just jaw-dropping. I'll have to stop and pull my gear out. Oh, here's some Indian paintbrushes like I was just talking about a while ago. So we got all three primary colors. Of course, they're not all in the same frame this time, but oh man, that's a cool looking butte over there. It's kind of a simple one, just right there, but I can see there's a wide open spot on the top. Those are the best views. This is a pretty outstanding view. I mean, like I'm not really getting numb. It doesn't get old. I'm always impressed, but like I see these views like all the time. And so I'm not quite like, I think people from other areas that have never seen this stuff, if they were actually here, would just be like, whoa. But I've seen it so many times. So it doesn't like blow my eyes out of my sockets as much as it used to. But it's still pretty awesome. There's some views though, like, let's see, when was that? Thursday, man, that is a story. I don't know if I can share it because it was kept from being revealed at the time. And so I've been, what's the word? Trying to figure out if there's a reason. I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. I don't really believe in the random stuff. Even though I'm a very random person, it's kind of ironic, but I think most things happen like by design and stuff. So because the stream last Thursday kind of failed to broadcast properly, I sort of wonder if I'm not supposed to share the story. I'd really like to, of course, but I have to wrestle with that one for a while. This is cool looking. Anyway, what I was going to say about Thursday is there was some stuff that happened, some scenes that I saw, and some events that occurred that were so out of the ordinary, way over the top, that I was just blown away. So it's not that I can't be truly impressed. I'm always impressed. Like even this stuff, like I look at this and say, that's really cool. But every once in a while, something so amazing that it's just like a spiritual experience and just beyond the everyday. Okay, so we got some bushwhacking here, and there's usually a way around it. I think I see two options at the moment. I'm going to try this way. If this doesn't work, then I saw a second option back there. This looks possible, but it doesn't look great. I could get through right there on the side of that tree, but I can't see what's beyond there. But I think I'm going to check out this other spot. I think this side is generally more favorable. Oh yeah, definitely. This is much better. Okay, so I have to Carefully watch the signal here. If I go down too far on this side, it might kill it. If I go too far on the other side, I haven't figured out which side the cell tower's on. I can usually kind of figure it out by going down just a little bit on the hill, and if it starts dying, if the bitrate drops, then I know the cell tower's on the opposite side. But it's always possible there could be one on either side, but it's a little less common. This is a pretty cool view. I don't know what that butte is, but it looks pretty awesome. Like the kind that would have outstanding views on it because there's not very many trees. All right. I'm gonna try to stay up as high as I can, close to where the bushes are, just so, 2 reasons, so I can maintain the signal, hopefully, and also every once in a while I can tell that there's probably a pretty awesome view that's worth going through the bushes for. Like right here, for example, looks like one of those potential spots. But I think it is a nice view. But I'm going to skip that one. There's a ladybug. I had a ladybug on me earlier. Where is it? There it is. Okay, the signal is dropping a little bit, which I don't necessarily know what that means. My guess is that it means the tower is to my right, because I'm kind of on the left of this hill. So if I want to keep this going, I have to attempt to get over to my right a little bit. Yeah, the other thing regarding the streaming stuff is my Kick account is not working when I do the IRL stuff, which I don't know how much difference that would make, but I think it is a key platform, especially for my kind of stuff and the audience that I have. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I think as I go over this way, it seems to improve, so that kind of confirms my suspicion. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to end the stream. I don't know why the signal just died, just tanked, so I'm going to head out. I might stream again later if I see something cool. That'll give me a chance to record some shorts over this way. Although it's staying connected for right this moment. Let me see if going over here helps it or hurts it. I don't know, it's kind of just fizzling out a bit, I think. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. Alright, well, I think I'll end the stream here, and then I'll just finish the hike, which is good. I often go way too slow when I'm live streaming, so I'll take a short here, maybe, and then be on my way. But thanks for joining me. I will catch y'all later. And that looks like a cool butte right there too. It's got some open treeless areas. I'd like to go there. All right, we'll catch you later.